So lay down your burdens, lay down your shame.
We're
I'm
videotaping you cutting fabric.
I'm cutting fabric. I like to cut fabric.
I hate to cut
It
fabric.
feels great. There's something really.
It makes me nervous because once you cut fabric,
You can't uncut
it's
fabric.
so permanent.
Yeah, it kind of is.
Hi, it's October 17th, 2019. We're working on quilts. Kari it's been 8 weeks since Kari did the first round of, what do they call that? Electrostimulation therapy. And last Monday, I think it was, she went in for the follow-up testing to see where she was at, the results of that. Christine said that it was clear Kari's capabilities, although she increased in capabilities
Right after the
in
testing.
2 weeks of the testing,
Trash.
that she was tending back.
No,
You want
you
to
do
flip
the
it
other
over?
side too.
Let's just flip it over so we can get the edge here as well. That her capabilities were tending back to where they had started.
Which wasn't surprising to anybody, really.
No, it wasn't really surprising. So Christine, though, asked if they could do another round, or maybe 3 more rounds of experimentation. This round they're starting with, I think they call it cognitive process therapy. So it's just doing the kinds of, they're focusing on visual spatial issues. Task. And they're not doing any electrotherapy this time. Christine is just spending half an hour a day for 10 days over 2.5 weeks, doing the kind of problem solving that is visual spatial, and they're a lot like the problems that they do on the intelligence test, on the cognitive ability tests, right?
Today we worked on, she has an app, Christine has an app that, on her iPad, that there's some looking at figures and determining whether they're the same or
So they're shapes, is that what they are?
shapes, random shapes. So we did that, and both times now that I've gone in, at the first she's had me draw, look at a picture of a shape and then draw it, and they're not very easy. They're not just normal shapes. And then also using the blocks. Hey, not sure if I'm in the right.
She's also giving Kari some strategies to be able to do the test better. So I think that's part of the processing. What Christine said, I think they'll do, we don't know exactly, but there's some indication, I think that there might be again another 8-week period between this 10 days they'll test Kari at the end of this 10 days and see if she's had improvements based upon this. And then I suspect in 8 weeks they'll do another round of testing and see what that shows. Then Christine said that they would use a different configuration of the electrotherapy, because the electrotherapy was set up right at, one of the nodes was right at the center of the skull, and they thought maybe they'd do something where they put it farther back to target more posterior cortical processes. And I think maybe they would, as they do that electrotherapy, that they would again do cognitive process therapy at the same time. So they'd have Kari do these same sorts of tests again while she's having the electrotherapy.
Where's the other one?
It's over here. Then you need to cut off that side. Oh, although I guess you don't, because it's too wide, isn't it?
Well, I could.
Do you want to just cut it off?
Yeah, I'll just cut it
Here,
out.
let's just flip it over.
No, just leave it. It's fine.
You're better. Okay. Turn it over.
Because we've got to seam it.
Yep. Here, just cut that side off. So after they do the next round that includes electrotherapy and cognitive process therapy, they wait 8 more weeks, do the testing, and then the last round, they might not do any cognitive process therapy and only do the electrotherapy in the new configuration. But they could then compare against that she did in August and see what the differences are there. Kari said something interesting on Sunday to me. She said that she could tell that there was a feeling, I guess, that the 8 weeks was up, because I think you kind of said you felt like the fog had descended again.
Yeah.
As if, and that was the most direct statement I had heard from Kari, that she had felt benefits. On what?
No, never mind.
You're not sure if
Okay.
that's straight?
No, I think I went off over there.
That's okay. We won't seam that side. We'll seam the other side.
It's easier if I can see the light between,
Yeah.
and it's. That doesn't seem right, is it? There.
I think talking to Rachel today, I said Kari continues to do quilting. I think quilting is significant
It's challenging.
cognitive process therapy. Makes her do shapes and
So I need to finish this quilt. Well, all the shape stuff is done, really.
yeah.
The top is ready. So this is the backing that we're cutting here today. Getting ready to put it on the quilt frame. Okay.
So there's kind of, I think, the most of the update. Here is the quilt. And
Almost sandwich a little bit of batting. It's really thin batting because this is for Abby and Ross, and they live in Arizona. They don't need warm quilts. And so the batting will be between this blue and the quilt top.
That's a challenging pattern.
Yeah. I chose it, I think, before I realized how much my skills were not.
That's challenged us too.
Yeah. The first quilt that was challenging was the one I did for Ridge. And then we did one for Emma when she got married last Christmas.
Although you'd already done the top on that one.
Yeah, I had pieced the top quite a while ago, but I guess in the meantime, I did one for Alex and I did one for Krista that were t-shirt quilts. So there was, a bit of a challenge there on those.
I think Kari had her friend Colleen Kirby Lowe come and visit about a month ago. And maybe as evidence of the fog having sort of lifted for a bit, we both felt comfortable just having Colleen and Kari drive places.
Well, Colleen was comfortable with navigating, just telling me where to turn and such. Although she made a comment about, several comments about the crazy Texas roads, which they really are. You're going down the freeway and then there's a turnoff, and then there's a turnoff on the other side, and then it's not like, Utah's not quite like that, but yeah, so, yeah, Colleen was helpful to
You did a
be
lot
the
of
navigator.
driving
We
through
did.
the course of those couple of weeks.
Yeah, okay, so now we're putting the other
Do you want to iron
next
this
to it.
one?
Yeah, I'll iron it on top, and I'll just pin it.
Okay, if you want to add, you got white threads on it, but, okay.
I'm gonna pull it down, so it fits on the table. And I'm kind of thinking, we get this quilt done, then I really only have a t-shirt quilt for Quinn left, as far as quilts that the kids, for the kids.
Yep.
I may, depending on how much, I don't know, baby quilts doing just really simple. Probably not even piecing.
Okay, is that enough video? Nothing else to say?
You're the photographer.
I'm the producer.
You're the producer.
You're the star.
Well, you're the photographer.
You're the star of the
I'm
show.
not taking any pictures.
So lay down your burden.